Hello there folks and welcome to part 11 of our Neil Robertson pro career on Snooker 19. Today we're playing the second round, the last 32 of the Indian Open World Ranking Tournament and of course the Snooker season. And today we've got a big challenge against Yang Bingtao, who incredibly, I've just had a little bit of a look at this player. He's only 1 year older than me at the age of 19, and that makes me feel just incredible to be fact, that somebody like this could be on the tour and only really missed out on the World Championships this year by losing. I think it was 10-7 to Michael Georgiou in the qualifiers, and funnily enough, Georgiou was the player who went on to play Robertson in the first round of the World Championships. So everything's interlinked these days. But anyway, we've got a big challenge today. In the last episode, in episode 10, we played round 1 of the Indian Open, in which we beat Scott Donaldson 3-1. He did go 1-0 up, but we won 3 frames in a row and managed to win that match. So out of our 11 matches so far, which I still don't understand how we played 11, even though this is episode 11, still confuses me. But in our 11 matches, we won 7 and only lost 4. So that was a good match to make sure we didn't lose 3 in a row. But it's going to be a tricky one against Yang Bingtao today in the second round of the Indian Open. But without any further ado, let's get on with it. So into the arena we go. The two players are going to enter the arena. Of course, ourselves and Bingtao. The table looks all lovely, clean. Of course, the same venue we played at in the last round. But this is a really cracking venue. I think it looks nice. It looks nice and polished. And there's a few fans in the, well, there might not be fans, we'll call them spectators, we don't want to prejudge anything, but there's a few spectators in the stands. Hopefully this could be a good match. But it's Yang Bingtao to break off first, and he's left a clear red. It's not the best way to break, but it has been cleared, I think, by that yellow, unless it still does go. Ooh, just been cleared by that yellow, so a little bit fortunate there, you could say. So, bit of a shot to nothing to get us started. Unfortunately, because that red's there, it's going to have to be thinner than I wanted to play it, really. Just to avoid hitting that red that Jan left on the break. But yeah, we've missed it. Possibly a little bit too hard then on that circumstance. But because of the angle, it makes that red that was left a little bit of a tricky pot. But there is another red that has been left by the pink. That's a little bit away from the cluster. But he is going for this pot. It's a tricky one. And he's missed it. Well, sometimes the aggressive strategy this early in the game, anyway, doesn't work. But he's left it very much nestled in the pack. I wonder if this one will go into the middle pocket. It certainly will. But let's take this opportunity now, rather than miss it, because that would be a very good start to the match. Nice and soft, though. And it's there. Good start. Now, unfortunately, the black's blocked off because of a red that's there. But I think the blue is probably the best option. Middle pocket? No, I'm going to go for the yellow actually here, because that probably makes sense. Maybe get a bit of screw back, nice and soft. And maybe just go on this red and get that red up bulk gone straight away. Oh, that's not going to reach the pocket, is it? It's too soft. It might be okay. I don't think it's going to reach. It's not going to reach. Oh, you idiot. Neil Robertson. Well, for the first time in my life, I've played something too soft. I usually play these way too hard, and that just lets Yang Bingtao in. It was a good shot, to be fair, positionally from us, but I don't know what we were doing there. That was just way too soft. And that lets Yang Bingtao in. And the first mistake of ours, very quickly here. And against someone like Jan, who, again, top 25 player, has to be respected. He can easily clear the table in one visit. But it's all about breaking open the pack, which he's yet to do, but that's understandable, it's a tricky one to break open, but I think it might be a safety shot here. It is, yeah. Where's the cue ball? Oh, it's fine, just because that yellow. But it looks like, unless this red goes, ooh, have we found a way through here? That red certainly goes, doesn't it? It certainly does. So we've got to hit this right, but it is an opportunity. It is very much an opportunity, but if we muck it up, it could be disastrous. It's there. What a pot. And that's not badly on the black either. Sometimes position just works. Just works sometimes positionally. I'm going to hit this nice and soft. Hopefully get a bit of screw back. And the black's there. Although I did anticipate we'd hit that red on the way through, but not to worry. Because this red will go into the middle. Does sacrifice position a little bit, but it's okay. He's lining this up into the right middle pocket. But we've both made a few mistakes so far this frame, and it's crucial to make sure that we make the least mistakes. Now, that red being there makes it awfully difficult to cue off the cushion. But we're just going to focus on the pot here. And as I said, sometimes position just works out for itself. Good pot. And that red near the cushion should go. The top cushion anyway, not the side cushion, but the top cushion should go. A little bit of a narrow shot, but it should be fine. And let's focus on taking another black. But it's going to have to be no backspin here, so we're going to have to make position a little bit awkwardly here. Probably going to have to play with a little bit of side to make that position, unfortunately. But this makes this shot a little bit more awkward than it has to be. But we're focused on building a break here, not really on getting, you know, a few individual pots. But that's a good pot, and to be fair, playing that side has made absolutely no difference to our position. But luckily, no, we're not quite on the pink. Blue might go. Let's have a look at the black first. I'm not really confident with those, so in line with that, I'm going to play the blue. And just screw back down the table. Well, we can't really, so we might as well play top and get it down the table all the same. Just check this goes. I'd hate to miss it, even though we took the easier colour.
The long pot's on, and he's going for it.
And it's right in the heart of the pocket. Good pot. Now, even though this hasn't come back down the table, and that wasn't really the intention to give it a whack, that red on the side cushion still should go. Yeah. And this would give good position on the black, of course.
He's tempted by this red.
The red does go, and it's got a little bit further than I would have hoped, to be honest.
That's great cue ball control. Excellent position.
Can we get through to the pink? No, we can't, can we? Well, I mean, no, we can't actually, no. So it is going to have to be a tricky black this time. But we'll just play it soft. Again, I'm not brilliant at these shots, but it might go, you never know.
Now, can he drop this into the right corner?
No, it's way off. So I say, still a little bit to learn with those shots. But provide a little bit of safety anyway, because I don't think he's got position. That red that's a little bit further from the cluster, I don't know if that's... It's certainly hittable. And it's certainly potable. Will he get it? No, it looks a little bit wayward to me, and that lets us in. Just hear David Hendon, no! Right, need to hit this a little bit harder just to make sure it gets in the pot, but play some backspin just so it stays where it is. Yeah, pretty good. And that is nicely on the black now. Now let's see if we can put this into the pack of reds, shall we? Bit aside. Give this a good whack. It's a dangerous one. Black's there, and there we go. It's not bad at all. Well, it's going to be a bit of a struggle playing black spin, because at the end of the day, it's top spin that gives them a bit more power. But it was respectable, and it's kept us on the table, and I doubt that if we hadn't applied that, it would have kept us on the table. So, good stuff. That's a nice pot on the red. Maybe a little bit too much on the screw back, but just being safe. And it's going to be the pink we play for now. Really, we can just not play any top or anything. We just need to hit this soft, but hit with a little bit of side just to make sure it doesn't go in the pocket if this goes longer than I fear it will.
He's going for the left centre here.
Yeah, good pot.
Down it goes.
Do we get any position? I'm glad that we played with some side, because that could have gone into the pocket there. Do we get any position? Not on this red, I don't think. No. It's going to be a tricky one, unless this red goes, and I don't think this red goes either. Well, we could have made a mistake here, but luckily, we've got this one on the cushion. Or close to the cushion, rather. A little bit harder than I would have liked, but that kiss on the red certainly doesn't hinder us at all. So, what looks good here? I mean, the yellow's a bit of a trickier pot, actually, than it seems, but the black's a tricky one as well. And if we don't pot this, it might well let him in. So we're gonna play a safety here. Just get it up to the top of the table.
He'll be trying to get the cue ball
Or the bottom of the table, rather. Still get a bit confused about my tops and bottoms of the table, especially with the way that it's outlined on the screen. But all of those balls are pretty much central of the table, so by keeping the cue ball near the centre of the table, then it doesn't really let him have much position. It's going to be a similar shot from him, a safety, but I think he's missed that. I think he's missed the red. Yeah, foul, and we're happy to play on from there. He really misjudged that. I mean, if it was a safety for a kick-off, it shouldn't have gone up and down the table. But yeah, we'll play on from here. Definitely will. Now let's take advantage now. Good red.
Nice
And this frame going well
yellow.
at the start here.
One.
I have to say it is.
Taking it
This
on
black's
to the
tricky.
corner.
No, it's just too far off.
One or two mistakes starting to
Yeah, 1 or 2 mistakes, agreed. Teething problems in the first frame, I'd like to call them. Yang can get back into this. You know, there's plenty of leeway in terms of there being 31 ahead and 58 remaining. So he's taking the yellow there just to make sure he stays on the table, and that's absolutely fair enough. Again, he's got the chance to do that. Given it was a larger lead we got with less remaining, then it would have been probably more inclined to play a shot that was on a higher colour, then maybe had a bit more risk. But he is on the pink here, and that's going to be a good pot. Again, no real pressure on him. The red into the middle pocket should be fine. The only problem he will have, unless he makes position for himself, is that red on the top cushion.
Well,
I do find that being a little bit tricky.
one pot here.
Oh, he's missed the bloom. Well, that was a nasty one, but actually he's made himself pretty good position on that red there, so fair play to him. But I'm not a big fan of potting these. We're just going to hit it nice and soft. It's a good pot. Now, the black's not in the best position. So, do we go for the black? I mean, it's a very fine cut on the black.
He's taking
I fancy the blue here. Of course, getting the blue would pretty much get us the frame, wouldn't it? We'd be 27 ahead. He'd need 27, so he could only draw. But of course, if we miss this blue, then he is 27 behind, 22 behind with 27 left. With 27 left, and that was a poor pot on the blue actually, quite a way off. And it does seem like in these career mode videos, bear in mind I don't play this game 24/7. It does probably take one frame to get into it, and with this best of 5 format, it is a bit of a struggle. But he's missed that. He's missed the yellow, but of course he's managed to snooker us here. Let's just check he has. I mean, that pink's on full ball, so there's no way that we're going to get back off that now. I'm rubbish at these, so about there.
Really doesn't want to overhit this.
No, missed it. It wasn't far off, and the cue ball's gone in as well.
Well,
Wow.
it was a really hard shot.
Well, this could be a real disappointment, especially if he forced us to retake that shot. But no, he's going to take it on himself. Needs to pot this to make this work. It's hit the cushion, and when it hits the cushion on those shots, it's never going to work. So, with this yellow, which we've potted now, where's the cue ball and where's the blue? Oh, you idiot! Oh my goodness me. I've said this so many times to myself, it doesn't seem to work sometimes. If you don't need to play with pace, don't. We could have just got the pot there, but this is a tricky one for him. But he's not going to turn that down second time round. The first time he hit the cushion, but the second time round he's not going to miss that. Looks like he'll pop the red as well. The green. What am I on about, the red? But of course he needs the brown, the blue, and the pink here. And the black, actually. Yeah, he does. This blue will put him level. He might play a double here, or he might play a bit of a safety. I'm not sure. No, I think he's playing a safety. Is it going to work for him? It blooming has. Oh.
Very well judged.
Well, well. I'm rubbish at these, once again. Got absolutely no idea where to play this.
He's considering the simple escape route here.
No, it's nowhere near. I'm rubbish at snookers. And the problem is these days with the trickier aiming aid that it doesn't give you any guidance of getting out.
But hasn't really worked out at all.
And because we missed that, we are level. And he only now needs the blue and the pink. But he's missed the blue, and how he's done that, I mean, if he's playing another snooker again, I'll be annoyed. No, he hasn't luckily got that. So we're just going to play a safety. Again, it's all level here. So any bad shot could really be the end of the frame. Oh, that's going to hang over the pocket, isn't it? Oh. Bit of a tricky one, though, for him. You know, it's not like, oh, it's all over now. But a player of his calibre should get this. Oh, well. He's tried to play the safety, and I think he's got the snooker again. Oh, you swine. I mean, at least he knows where our weakness lies. Again, not having any experience playing real snooker is probably our letdown here. Just trying to think, if it comes off the cushion like that, I can sort of see it hitting the ball there, but again, I've got absolutely no guidance of whether it will or not.
The easiest escape route here.
No, again, it was close, but just got no idea. And if this cue ball goes in,
That's a pretty
what a crap frame. Honestly, what a rubbish frame. Terrible.
no surprises here with the
And now,
shot attempt.
only needs the blue and the pink. But I think he's going to miss this. No, he's just about on target. Just about. And he'll pop the pink. And to be fair, he's been the much better player this frame. I think there's been 4 fouls for us, or something ridiculous.
Nicely done.
And that's not really good
That
enough.
should be it. No real way for his opponent to
You know, we've let him in there. If we'd have potted the blue, we'd have pretty much finished the frame off. But we didn't. But we can't dwell on that. We can't, you know, look back and dwell on it. We just got to get on with it. And we are 1-0 down. Much like we were, though, against Scott Donaldson. Admittedly, I think that from what I've seen here, Jan looks like a better player. We can't let that get to us. Would hate to go out early in a tournament again. At the end of the day, our ranking of number 7 should suggest that we're going to get through. But that's a good break. Very good break. Makes it tricky to cue off that cushion.
Attempting to get the white tight on the cushion.
Another safety from him, though, there. That's not a surprise. Where's the cue ball going? Where's the cue ball going? Oh, he's just got away with it. Hasn't got away with safety, though, I don't think. No, he hasn't. Well, ouch.
This is not easy.
That's a good pot. And that starts our frame nicely. Now there's over the black to go for here, which doesn't give us the best position, really. I might as well just go for the black for the pot's sakes. Or we can go for the blue instead. I mean, I don't fancy that blue anymore because of how it ended up last time. I'm going to go for the green.
He's going for it.
Again, I'm different to a lot of players. A lot of players would have played the black there and tried to play some side or something to get position. But I knew playing that green we'd get D's position on one of these reds. But if we played the black, we probably wouldn't have done. And you could say, well, hang on a minute, Toby. You're only going to get 5 points from 3 pots. But the crucial bit is that when we pot this red, well, we would have been nicely on the black, misjudged that and played a little bit harder, but there would have been a chance to score, you know, 7 more points, and rather than make it 12 from 2 balls, no, 8 from 2 balls, we would have made it 12 from 4 balls. So, it all works out. Again, we're playing a blue here, and we missed this last time, so pressure's on. We've avenged our mistake nice and quickly. Forgot about that, which is brilliant. And now it's a tricky pot on this red that's a little bit away from the cluster. But it's certainly manageable. And now on the older games, we had the aiming age. You'd risk just hitting this red, making sure it went in the pocket, and then just blasting the reds. I mean, that's gone in, but, you know, you did worry a little bit on previous games that that wouldn't have gone, so... you wouldn't worry in previous games, I'd rather that that's gone, so... On with it, granted, but this could be end of break. It's not, though. Again, it's nice sometimes you don't expect a pot to go when it actually does.
18.
Not the best position. I mean, that red's now blocked off, unfortunately. There's going to be a fine cut on this one into the corner. But it's there. Ooh, now, hopefully this red doesn't end up in a bad position, but we're on the black again.
19.
Good stuff. Right. Now, there's no real brilliance in this because we can't get good position unless we just get lucky. So we'll take the black and see what comes. Notice we played that a little bit harder there.
I'm not sure we'll be too happy with that.
No, we're not really too happy, are we?
26.
That's not a surprise, really. So, I think we'll just play this red. Nice and soft. Make sure you can't get to anything else. And apart from that other red, which I was looking at and thought, can he get to that? And I think that, will it go through though? It will. Oh, you lucky sod. I mean, I should have just made provisions to make sure
Decent
that
position
didn't
to
go.
take on a colour here.
So that's a bit disappointing. But again, we're just missing the cutting edge
That's a
to
top
get big
shot.
breaks. And we'll learn that over time. You know, against big players, we're going to have to start making big breaks. Because at the moment, we haven't got that cutting edge like other players have.
What a
Jan
tip
going
on
for the
that
pink,
was.
though, here.
4.
Going to be questionable what he can get after this. And it will have to be a safety here.
Well, that's not ideal.
Certainly not ideal, agreed. And is the cue ball safe? It's in the pocket. Well, he's done what we did last frame.
Well, he lost control of the cube.
So we're going to play on.
Careless.
We're going to have to go to the
Jan Bing to
other side of the brown if we're going to play on from here.
He's chosen to play on here.
Because the blue would just block anything if it was there. Now, does this red go? I think it definitely does past the other one.
This is really tricky.
It is tricky. But it's worth it if we can pot it.
He's missed it.
Oh, unbelievable. Just moving it that tidge, almost, pardon the pun. Moving it that little bit before making the pot. That's really made sure we didn't get it. And that's just given him easy pot there.
1.
Disappointing.
He's taking on this pink.
And of course he'll fire that pink home. I don't think we're well set up for this game. I think that he could get 2-0 up and lock us out here. He's certainly looking like the favourite at the moment. But that's not the best safety. And we're going to try and avenge what we did earlier and get a pot here.
Half a chance here.
Oh, unbelievable. It's happened
Not
again.
quite. Pretty close though. But that
Well,
will
is it just
provide
not meant to be today? I'm not sure. But 2 pots that we're usually quite accurate at just haven't worked out so far.
1.
And he's potted that red. And he's just got the momentum at the moment. We're really struggling to pot ball after ball. And he's got the momentum. But it seems he hasn't anymore because he just missed that yellow. Right, 3rd time lucky. That's definitely going to go, I would say.
This is tough.
Way! And it
Superb
splits up the reds as well.
there. Ideal
And we
position.
might well have just got position on the black out off that.
1.
If that wouldn't have gone in and it'd have got that position, I'd have been blooming unhappy, honestly. Really unhappy. But we've got position on black. It's there.
8.
And of course now we've got position on this red into the middle. Bit tighter than I would have liked, but... well.
Not an easy one, but a half chance.
Yep, certainly was a half chance.
Brilliant.
And then we either go for the pink and screw back,
That for a position.
or this safe blue.
9.
Pink sucks fine to me though, so that's exactly what we'll go for.
So this pot's into the right corner.
I didn't think it went then, but it does. That's fine.
Well, an excellent
A
pot.
little bit harder than I would have liked, but position's a bit rubbish to be honest in the end.
15.
Bit poor on position. Just going to take a red up the cushion or a safety. Well, I don't like these at all, I'll be honest. Really don't. But really, it's our only option here.
This looks to be a pretty simple safety here.
Oh well. It didn't go, but have we provided some safety? That ball's pretty much in the middle of the 2 pockets, so it makes it very tricky to pot into either of them.
Skills.
Unless he plays a double here of some kind. But really, he's just knocked about the bulk colours. I mean, fair enough, he's got the ball safe. But, very weird shot he's played there.
Excellent safety shot.
So, a bit of a shot to nothing here for us, I would say. Try and get it up and down the table. No, that wasn't... I wasn't really providing that's going to go and facilitating for that. But hopefully this red doesn't keep coming. I mean, I think it's covered by the blue. But a bit of a weird situation now we've got with the reds and the colours all out of position.
To overhit this.
Only the pink and black, funnily enough, in position. That's not usually the way it goes. But that's not the best. Oh, well, I thought that blue was... that blue wasn't so interrupting there, but that should be fine on this red. I mean, again, it's a pocket. We've not been great at this frame, so it's a risk.
Oh, that's
But it's
right.
there this time.
Draw.
Just look
Whew,
at
thank God for that.
beautiful shot. Superb.
1.
Now, this yellow provides a little bit of trickiness getting to this top pocket. I mean, I don't fancy the black here. personally. And if you don't have confidence playing a shot, sometimes you play it worse. I know it sounds very daft, but sometimes you definitely do. But I have a bit more confidence in this one.
He's taking this on.
Obliged not to play it with too much power. Let's see how it goes. It's there. Good pot.
Yeah.
But where's that blue going to be re-spotted? It's fine. I was panicking for a bit there, thinking, oh no. But unless we muck things up terribly now, we're definitely in this driving seat in this frame. Blue looks like a good pot again. Right.
Well, he's looking at potting this into the right.
You can tell by I'm not commentating much how much I'm concentrating on getting this frame back, can't you?
No issues there.
Brimming with confidence and on a bit of a roll at the moment.
12.
Now, can he drop this into the right?
Another red here. That looks fine to me. Middled it.
Excellent pot.
He's playing very well here.
And the black
13.
will put us, what, 47 ahead? 2 red, so that's what, 16, 43. So this is frame ball, I believe.
This black required.
And it's there.
In it goes.
And
I think that was frame ball.
On his opponent in this frame.
20.
Might as well try and pot this red, though. Again, every pot gives us a little bit more confidence, so we'll take that.
He's looking to drop this into the middle pocket.
That's a good pot.
In it goes.
21.
We'll go for the blue here again. Position's not massive here. It doesn't matter too much. But we want to get as many points as possible just to stop him trying to put any snookers on us like he did last frame.
So I'd assume he'd take this on.
Oh, well, he's missed the blue.
Missed pot,
Dear, dear. But we should be more than enough ahead now. Let's have a look what the point scores are. Yep, 48 behind with 35 remaining. He'd need a number of snookers, and that is us back in this game.
Well played.
All level pegging. We'd love to win this next frame to put us in control, but if he does, well, maybe it would provide a little bit of concentration in the 4th frame.
It's really close, isn't it? You get the feeling one error.
But here's his break-off. His first break-off wasn't fantastic, to be honest.
Thank you. The 3rd
Let's see what this one's like.
Yan Bing Tao to break.
Yan Bing Tao to break. This doesn't look a bad break at all, actually. Although that red is there. Oh, well. Let's go for it. Let's go mad. And it's there. Good start. Provided a bit of safety as well if we hadn't got it. Which is always good.
1.
But we can get a bulk colour here. Ideally the brown. Oh, oof. Well, got a bit lucky there. But this is a good start. Let's see if we can keep this up.
5.
Second red available here. Right, let's try and get some back, but keep it where it is. Keep the ball where it is as much as we can. No, that's gone too far. Not great at these positional shots, particularly on the black.
6.
And because we're not on the black, we're not really on anything. Unless we go for this tricky green. But again, provides some safety if we don't get it. Looks good, and it's there. Good pot.
Sure why he played it like that.
9.
No, I think that's end of break unless we get something really lucky here, but no, it is. So in light of that, let's just nestle this up to the reds. And see what he can cue off there.
Neil Robertson.
But not a bad start, I'll take that as a start to the frame. Again, you're not going to make centuries every frame. It seems for us we're never going to make a century. But, you know, all in good time. All in good time.
Brilliantly played.
Now, again, bit of a shot to nothing here.
He looks like he's trying to get the cue ball tight on the cushion here.
Yeah, I didn't think it was going to go. But, ooh, where's the cue ball? Where's the cue ball? Well, we got a bit lucky there. Yeah, I fancied that. I didn't think it was going to go, but sometimes you just need to play those shots. But he's using that ball as a safety to get it back into the cluster of reds. Anything I'm worried about in this safety battle is the fact he might snooker us. We're going to come off 2 cushions here.
The pace of this shot is critical.
And that's not bad at all. We'll take that. Back up behind the bulk colours. And that's solid. Good stuff.
Great shot. That's a
Again, no
really
pot yet from Bing Tao.
Be careful with the pace of
Of
this
course,
shot.
still plenty of time to go in this frame. One player's going to have to bolt, though, at some point and make a mistake. I hope it's not going to be us, but it might well be. Still, at least we're not like Satnav Selby. If this... Ooh, no. A little bit more power would have been ideal just behind the brown, but we'll take that. And there we go. It's a little bit of aggressive safety. And where's the cue ball? Where's the cue ball? Oh, he's fine. But amazingly, still, no real issue.
Excellent safety.
He'll want to get this cue ball close to the
I think this is the longest safety battle I've had so far on this career mode. But we're not giving anything up yet. Right at the bottom of the table. Perfect.
That's a top safety shot.
He's looking for the safety again.
Commentators seem to be nice about our safety play. Ooh, that didn't quite go right, did it? Where's the cue ball? Where's the cue ball going? Where's the cue ball? Ooh, he's just about okay. And this safety battle really seems no sign of letting up, does it?
Great shot.
Really doesn't. But one of us is going to make a mistake in a minute. That's a little bit more aggressive. And with that, we've not quite got the balls as safe. But we're okay. Really close to this side cushion. That makes it tricky to cue off.
Pace will be very important.
Put another safety here, I think, from Jan. Where's this cue ball? Where's the cue ball? Oof. Right, okay. Again, still this safety battle going on. If this goes on for much longer, I will show the last frame / 2 frames in tomorrow's episode. And, well, that's a mistake. And there is finally a pot on here. For Yang Bing Town. He's got to take it on and do well, though. And he's potted it. Wouldn't have expected any less. And now we can get started with the frame. Don't see him making a massive break, because apart from that red, not many were busted open from the pack. There's a few reds available, though, which will make it a decent break for him, but hopefully not a frame-winning one. Well, he's nearly potted the red with the black there, but he's potted the black. It looks like a safety already, unless he's playing a double. No, he's not. And again, good safety shot.
Brilliantly played.
Very good, actually, because it doesn't really leave us much leeway or much room to manoeuvre here.
He'll be aware how important pace is for this shot.
Probably too hard there. Does seem like it's letting up. That should be fine, actually. Yeah, it's fine. Bit of a sticky start to this frame, really. Again, we got a few pots, and then all of a sudden it's just been safety after safety from that point. But there's a long pot on here, and he's just missed it. Is this our chance? Possibly. But we're going to go for this one that's been put up to this pocket. And that's the red. Not the best position there. But hopefully, yeah, we are on the blue. But it's a nasty one, isn't it? Again, for some reason, I'm more confident playing these than some of the balls at the top of the table. On the top cushion, but we'll take this on. It's a tricky one. Good pot. Where's the cue ball? We're okay. And we're nicely positioned for the next pot. Again, let's try and make this a good visit to the table now.
So, this pot into the right corner.
It's there.
Beautiful.
Funnily enough, we've moved a few reds, which I didn't need to do there. And with that, we're decently on the black. I'll certainly take that. And the black's in. Ooh.
14.
A little bit waved on position straight away there. Very much so. That's a very tight pot. No, it's absolutely nowhere near. I'm just rubbish at those shots, to be honest. Where's the cue ball? Where's the cue ball? Oof, okay.
not ended
Well, is it okay? Because now he's got position on this red, and he'll probably screw back for the blue,
Robertson, 40.
or even the black.
1.
Disappointing again. I keep saying we need good visits, but these breaks just aren't really getting going.
7.
But he's potted that red. No obvious colour on here, so this might be a bit tricky. He's never playing that, always playing the blue, I was about to say, but that's not going to go in a million years. Maybe a safety shot there, who knows. No, just a safety here then. Can we get to that red? Yeah, we can. And that's a bit of a better safety, isn't it? Again, we're just ahead in this frame, amazingly. It doesn't feel like it. But it's been a long start to this frame. Still 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 reds left, so it's a close one. Only 2 points separating us at the moment.
Safety coming up.
But again, locked in another safety battle because the ball's just so in such a bizarre place as he snookered us. No, don't think he has, luckily.
Great shot. That's a really good safety.
Makes it a tricky one for us to come back from though, doesn't it? Blimey. And that was a really shocking safety, unless one of the bulk colours saves us. That kiss on the green really hasn't worked. I mean, there's nothing obvious, granted. You know, they're all long pots. But a player of Jan's calibre should pot this.
What a
And it's
shot
in
that
there.
is.
No surprise at all.
1.
And the black's there. And I have to say, for us to win this frame now, there needs to be a bit of a shock miss.
Pressure, perhaps.
Which is going to come there. Well, I know we've not been an RA game, but I have to say, Jan hasn't either really today. Has to be said. There's a type angle into the middle pocket. For some reason, I fancied this one. Even though it's tighter, I've got a little bit more security that it will go in. Because it's just a straighter pot.
He's playing the pot here.
Very risky, though.
Close.
Oh, well.
Right.
Oh, dear. Shocking. And that's another chance for Jan.
1.
And it's there this time. A player that doesn't need 2 chances. And he'll go on and win this, I would say, now. Again, he's made a few mistakes. He can't make another one, surely. Very frustrating. Really frustrating. You can probably hear my voice how frustrating it is.
9.
Because now we need really not to make another mistake. Just to stay in this Indian Open. But a good pot on the red.
This should be pretty
Black will
straightforward.
follow. Yeah, he's got that one perfectly on the top cushion.
He's taking on the pot along
I can't see him mucking this up. And once he gets to the black, you know, it's pretty simple position for these pros on the other red.
30.
Which he will get position for.
Just this red needed.
And that, ladies and gents, is pretty much the frame. And that's frustrating.
38.
That is really frustrating. Puts him 2-1 up, and that's just not pressure we need. We really don't need this pressure.
39.
And with him knocking the balls in all around now, again, we really just don't need that pressure.
Yan Bingtao, 40.
Again, we might as well just try and knock... No, let's not. Just get on with it.
Frame, Yan Bingtao.
That is the frame.
So, we need the next 2 frames, or else we're out of the Indian Open.
Impressive snooker in that last round.
And it would about to be said that the Paul Hunter Classic would be our only successful tournament. And even then, we only got to the last 16. With a player like Neil Robertson, the pressure starts to get to you. At the end of the day, you know, you're high ranking, there's a expectation of getting far in tournaments and only getting to the last 32. I mean, it's a tricky draw. We could have probably had easier ones than Yan Bingtao, but we've got to deal with the draw we've got. Oh, well, them 2 reds are blocked off. I can't be bothered to play another safety battle, not again, because he'll only win. He'll only win a safety battle, I know that much.
He'll have to be very careful with the pace here.
Only time my safety play is not that fantastic. But that certainly won't be bad. Don't kiss the green. Don't kiss the green. Good, 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 good. Stay there. Good stuff.
That's an
Could have done with it being
shot.
close to the green, because I think that long pot will be on. But he's going safety. Interesting. Very interesting. This is the real only shot to get us out of this, I think.
Not an easy one, but a half chance. And he's missed that.
Now, if you queue behind the brown, that'd be beautiful, but no, it's not quite going to be there, and he's got an opportunity to get this pot, which was the red we played to get it out of the way. And that'll kickstart Jan's frame.
He's playing for the right corner here.
Again, these good players don't need a second chance, and he could be in for the whole frame now.
8.
Not really a lot we could have done, arguably.
Well, no surprises here with the long pot attempt.
Maybe give it away, we'd lose in that last frame. It's going to be tricky to keep a player like this out for one of two frames. And he's broke open the reds now. I mean, and luckily, well, that red's half decent. And as long as he keeps position now, he's opened these up, it's going to be one in one visit. But now he's missed the black. So now this is an opportunity we need to be on our A game for.
Looking to get back
One more miss and it could be our last shot of the tournament. And I don't take that lightly.
1.
Needs to take this chance.
Good pot on the black. A bit luckier position, you could argue. Sometimes just falls for you, I think. Sometimes that's all you need.
Great opportunity to get back into the match.
Good pot. Not badly on the black, but will I take it? Probably not. Happy with other pots that are a little bit more obvious than the black. And we'll actually go.
We know what a prolific long potter he is, so I'd assume he'd take this on.
And that's the pink gone. Again, we sacrificed 1 point. But just to know that we probably would get it in. Now, what's position like here? Let's have a sniff about. Going to be this red or bust, really. So, this looks pretty good.
It's half a chance, but a chance nonetheless.
This needs to go. And it's there, right in the heart of the pocket. Come back off the cushion. That's cracking on the black. Brilliant.
16.
And with the black, we're back in the frame.
Good chance to get a foot in the door here.
Because now it's level pegging. So that little break that Jan had, we were a little bit worried about.
23.
We didn't need to be worried about because we've got back into it. Now, we want to make sure we get this in. That's going, that's fine. Because now we're going to play something really... Ooh, we can't really, can we now? It's a bit unfortunate, actually. No, I was going to say to whack it into the reds, but it doesn't seem like it's going to work like that. So we might as well just let this flow naturally. It will go into the reds. So maybe a little bit harder, perhaps, but no, we don't need it much harder.
The left middle pocket.
Ball's there into middle.
That's a really good
And luckily we've hit the pink out, so the pink looks like an obvious pop. Obviously would have been off the black there, but that's fine. A little bit of screw back, not too much. Good pot. And now we're on another red. Can we bring this back to 2 each and make it another one of our deciders? Hopefully be on the right side of it this time. Good pot. And again, every pot you make, it just makes it one less that you need to win the frame. Which takes the pressure off, certainly. Now, if this blue goes, or if it doesn't go, rather, it gives them a big chance.
Into the left corner pocket.
But it's right in the middle of the pocket. Now, don't pull up, don't pull up, don't pull up!
Position here.
36.
Have we snookered ourselves? Bloody hell, we have.
Not an easy safety, this.
Well, we got very lucky with hitting one of the reds, but we're giving position on all of them. They were very well set out.
Poor shot, really.
That's really frustrating. A good pot on the blue. We've just got to hope he makes a mistake, and that'd be very uncharacteristic seeing his performance so far. Again, just to make it clear, if Jan Bingtao's on the right side of this frame, we go out to the Indian Open.
9.
This looks relatively easy.
Just one stupid snooker. I don't even know how he did that.
7.
Careless, really. Because now, the three reds are all open. And those are all he needs to win this frame.
25.
Just got to pray he makes a mistake. But if he stays on the black, there's no way of him making a mistake. And it looks like it's going to be curtains for us here. Very frustrating. But deserved from Yan Bingtao.
40.
Unless he mucks up this red.
He's a key shot coming up here.
That's the frame.
41.
That is the frame for Yan Bingtao.
On the long pot here.
Or is it?
Yan Bingtao, 41.
We need a snooker. Again, ignore that 13 remaining. There's 27 remaining. We need a snooker.
More than half a chance here.
But we're going to focus on potting a few balls first.
That is.
2.
And if he makes a mistake,
Pot into the right
we're
corner.
straight back into it. But my safety play is less than desirable. I think we've snookered ourselves here, you know. I wouldn't be surprised.
5.
Just try and hit this. Just give it a whack sometimes. That might
He's looking
work.
to play safe here.
Oh, a little bit softer. It would have been behind the black. But no, he's going to get this pot, I would say. And that would finish us off.
He's an expert long potter and he's taking this on.
Looks pretty good to me. And it's there.
What a wonderful pot.
We tried.
4.
Blue's going to be there as well.
Ball a little bit
That
there,
pretty much confirms
but
things.
It won't matter.
9.
And with that pink, well, he's nearly potted the cue ball. It wouldn't matter, of course. But the black's not been there. He's not potted it, but out of etiquette, we'll concede there. And well,
Into the next round.
within 4 frames, we have lost in the second round of the Indian Open. That, ladies and gents, is very frustrating. Another tournament we're out of very early on. And now it's just, I suppose, onwards and upwards to the next. That's frustrating, definitely. You know, we need to get deep into some tournaments or else we could well lose some valuable ranking points. Salby's won again. High break award for Mark Williams. Let's advance. So next up it's the Evergrande China Championship. Let's have a look at the rankings. Again, Mark Williams closing in on Ronnie O'Sullivan in terms of ranking money. So he's doing very well. But just have a look at Kyron Wilson. He could overtake us for 8th. And in events like the Shanghai Masters where the top 8 gets a bit of priority, could be crucial to go down into 8th. Of course, it wouldn't matter because, in effect, we'll still be in 8th. But, you know, we're creeping down and not really won massive prize money yet. I mean, what have we won? 31k, which in the same time, I'm guessing there's been, you know, free figure sums for some players. But next up is the Evergrande China Championship. We've qualified for that, so we might as well play. And there's some very tasty tournaments to come up afterwards. But very poor there. 2 round 2 finishes in the Shanghai Masters and Indian Open. And let's have a look who we've got in the China Championship first round. So, Zhao Xingtong in the first round of the China Championship. Another player who I seem to recognise might well have made one of the later qualifying rounds in the championships. But let's just have a quick look on the Google. Provide a bit of background for this player, but very, very frustrated to go out the Indian Open. Not the biggest tournament either, which ironically makes it look even worse that we went out there. And it is Zhao, or Zhao, however you want to say it, Zhao Xingtong, who actually got to the match against Mark Selby and lost 10-7 after being 5-1 up. So, an interesting player, definitely probably better than his ranking, but again, another tournament, another loss, and that's very disappointing. Now we go onwards and upwards to the China Championship, which hopefully we can go deep in and pull off a good result. But I've been TIJ Gaming anyway, folks. Thank you very much for watching, and I will see you guys in episode 12, which will be out tomorrow, of course, daily series, as you all know, and I'll see you guys tomorrow. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you guys later.